Hi, I'm John Burbage. I'm with Affordable Custom Apps. We do mobile app development for small businesses and sports teams. This morning, I want to show you the app that we've done for the Bois de Sioux Golf Course. You see on the screen here a mirror of my phone. So we're actually going to be able to use the phone directly to show you how the app works. On the screen here on the bottom right-hand corner, you see the Bois de Sioux app. We're going to click there now and show you how that works. So you see the Bois de Sioux app here in the bottom right. We're going to click on that on our phone, and it's going to ask us a few questions. We're going to respond to allow. We're going to say yes. These are the answers that we want our golfers to make. Now you see the message that comes up. I re-downloaded the app so that I would get this to look as it will for a first-time user of the app. And the first time they come up, we will give them a customizable message. We will decide with the management of the golf course what we want this message to be the first time it comes up, so the golfers will all see the same message first time they use the app. Then they will click on Get Started, and that will take them to the beginning, to the opening. Again, they will answer these questions. Hopefully they'll turn on push notifications, so we'll get push notifications from us, and that will take them to the first page of the app. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the app. What you see here is a background photo, customizable. I picked this one. We can have whatever photo back here in the background we want, or we could have the full page be the slider instead of just the slider in the window as I've done here. We then have these sliders. There's right now we've got 4 in here. They're all pretend businesses. Actually, my wife's business. So I've got just pretend businesses here. These will be businesses in the area of the golf course. Then we got these 3 buttons where people can actually click to call, or click to get directions, or click to share the app with somebody else. And then we got the tabs at the bottom that provide the functionality. Let's talk a little bit about these sliders. Like I said, there's up to 5 of them. These are the sponsors. The sliders can have, you can actually click on the slider like I did there. I touched that slider and it took me to the tab for the grill room. So each of the sliders could be a sponsor, and that slider could take to the user of the app to a tab that represents more information for that sponsor. So these sliders that are on the front of the app are the first place that we can provide the opportunity for sponsors for the app that will generate money for the golf course. Okay, next let's take a look at the 3 buttons. There's the Call Us button. When I click on the Call Us button, it takes me directly to a page where I'm actually calling the course. I stopped that because I don't want to call them this morning, but then the next button takes me to a screen that gives me directions to the course. You've got the Google map and how I get to the course. Obviously, it's a long drive right now for me from here, a 12-hour drive, but this would be directions from wherever you are near the course. Then we're going to go back let's see if I can get back to the app. And I'm back, and then the share button will allow me to go in and share with a message. I can send a text message or an email or a Facebook message. In any of those ways, I can share the app with my friends. So those are the 3 buttons that we have. Next, I want to start going over the tabs here at the bottom. You can see we've got 4 tabs shown here, and then we've got a More button that gives you more tabs. The way we present the tabs, which provide all the different functions that the app can do, is also customizable. We can have these buttons at the bottom. We can have the buttons along the left side here or the right side, or we can have a little icon in the top that causes all the tabs to pull down whenever we click on that tab. So there's a number of different ways we can do that. We've chosen just to do the ones at the bottom for this version of the app. So the first thing I want to do is show you the GPS scorecard tab function. I'm going to click on that, and it brings up the opportunity for me to put in a scorecard. I can have a scorecard for each day that I play. So I'm going to add a scorecard for today. Since this is the first time I've used the app, I also have to add a player. So I'm going to add myself. I'm just going to put John here. And then I'm going to say it's male. And then I'm going to say I play from Blue Tees. And then I'm going to say my handicap is a -10. And then I'm not going to put the email in, so I'm going to say okay there. Now I have that player. Now I could have a number of players on this screen. I'm going to click me as the player for this game. Say click yes. Now I've got a player, and all I want to say about this game. So I'm going to click. I can put notes in here, or I can add additional players. And I click yes to add the game. Now I've got one game, one scorecard in the app. So now I'm going to click on that right arrow, and it takes me to the scorecard and right immediately to an overview of the holes on the course. I'm going to click on the first hole now. It takes me to this window. You notice in this window we have a hole map. First of all, we have the par, the handicap, the distances from the tees, the hole map, a sponsor for the app or for the hole. Now we've got 18 sponsors we have for each hole. That's a second place that we can put sponsors. Then down at the bottom we have the info tab, the GPS tab, and the score tab. This is a second place that we can put the information about the sponsor of this hole. Then if we click on the GPS, it'll take us to a tab that will tell us the distances to the front, middle, and back of the hole. Now obviously here in Denver I'm quite a ways from this hole, so these distances are a little unusual, but on the course they'll give you the actual distances to the front, middle, and back of the hole. Then we click on the score. Gonna get that out of the way. Click on the score, and I can actually add the score in here. So let's say I had a 5 on this hole. I scroll up, and here's 5. And then I scroll, let's say I had 2 putts. I click check, so now I've recorded the score for the first hole, and I can go back and I can go to the second hole and have the same information about the second hole. So that's pretty much the scorecard part of the app. Oh, one other thing I wanted to show you is this little icon here at the top allows me to email this scorecard to whoever I want to email it in, so we could at the end of the day have the golfers send their scorecards in and have them recorded so that they can have that information at the golf course for whatever use the golf course has for it. So that's pretty much the scorecard tab. So let's go back to the main menu now and look at the next tab. Okay, so the next tab that we want to talk about here is the location tab. When we click on this location tab right here, we'll see that it comes up with a map that shows the directions to the golf course. Down here at the bottom, we can actually one-touch call, or one-touch for directions, or one-touch to send an email, or one-touch to go to the website of the golf course. You also see there's 2 pictures under the map here. One, I've just got the icon for Bois de Sioux. One's a picture from the golf course. These are customizable, so this is another place that we could put sponsors if we chose to. Also, you can see that the users of the app can put comments about the golf course here, one place that they can do reviews for the course. Okay, so we're going to go back now, and we're going to go to the daily specials tab. I want to show you this is a the type of tab this is. The function that this tab is providing is what's called a three-tiered info tab. So we have 3 tiers of information. This could be whatever you want to use it for. I chose to use it for daily specials, and have the first tier the first tier of information would be the days of the week. So you can see so far I've put Monday and Tuesday in. Then underneath the days of the week, I chose to put drink specials and food specials. And then when we click on the drink specials or food specials, I'm just going to click on the drink specials for Monday. You can see that we have all the businesses, all the restaurants that are bars that have drink specials for the golf course would be listed here. I've just got one of the restaurants so far, a Mexican restaurant, and I say they have one deal. We could have a number of deals, all sponsored by this restaurant under drink specials on Monday. So when we click on this right arrow, it takes us to a page that shows exactly what the special is. You can see it could be a special that's involved with, hey, after you're done with golf today, drop by our restaurant and have something for free, or have 2 for 1, or whatever they want the deal to be. So that's the way we can use a 3-tiered info tab to provide daily specials and have another sponsoring capability for the golf course in this way. So the next tab of the tabs that we've made visible is, I call it our sponsors. You could call it nearby businesses, whatever you would like to call that tab. But let's click on the Our Sponsors tab, and it comes up with a map with icons for all the businesses that are sponsoring or being or supporting in some way the golf course. Those sponsors are divided into 3 groups. I chose to make them food, drink, and other. And let's suppose I was using the app and I wanted to look for a place to go out to eat afterwards. I could click on the green and turn them off, and turn off the purple, and only have left up here just the restaurants that are for food. And we're going to click on the middle one, the one that's the closest to the course there, and it comes up with the Pizza Ranch. That little circle there would have a picture from the Pizza Ranch in it when the sponsors are totally done. And then when I click on that tab, it takes me to a page that would have a full description of the Pizza Ranch, and then the comments would be, once again, the golfers would have a chance to put their reviews of the Pizza Ranch in on that page. So that's the Our Sponsors tab. So the More button then gives you access to the remaining choices that we have on the app. The first one is a link directly to the Grill Room menu. This is a page on the website, and we're going directly to the website. So the good news about this app is if you change the information on the menu that's on the website, it's automatically reflected here because we're just getting it directly from that website page. Then we've got a tab for the league information. I just chose to make that a single info tab, and once again we could have multiple level tiered info tabs, or we could have a link back to the website for this information also. So there's a number of ways to present the kind of information that we want to pass to the golfers in the app. So the next tab here we want to talk about is the Receive Messages tab. This is a tab where you're going to see all the push notifications that have been sent by the app. You can see all the test notifications that I've sent here on this page. But one of the other purposes for the Receive Messages tab is for the users of the app to be able to subscribe to the kind of messages that they want to receive. So when I click on the little wheel up here in the upper right, when I click on that, it pulls down all the different kinds of messages that the user might want to receive. You can see right now these are all by default turned on. Let's suppose I decide that I don't want to receive sponsor specials. I can pull that over and turn that off so I don't get the sponsor special push notifications. Or if I'm in the men's league but I'm not interested in the women's league, I can turn that off. So I'd only leave the men's league on. Of course, I'd like to have, excuse me, the status of the course information is sent to me. So I'll leave that turned on. So this allows us then to specify the kinds of push notifications that we'd like to receive from the course. And all the push notifications that we receive will be shown here in the Receive Messages tab. So next, let's talk about the Tournaments tab. What I've done here is I've got a schedule. We don't have any events in there right now, but this list would show you the schedule of events, where the event's taking place, how many are coming, and so forth. That's what would be shown on this Tournaments tab. So the next tab we'll talk about is the Subscribe tab. When I click on the Subscribe tab, it takes me to a page where I can input my information for the mailing list for the golf course. We can have a number of different kinds of mailing lists, but all of the information that we'd want to collect for each of our golfers, we would collect here, and it would be added to whatever kind of mailing list we chose. The next one is the Info tab. Any information that we would want the golfers to know, or the user of this app to know. Right now I've just got the information, the basic information about the golf course. We could put information about the leagues. We could put information about the pro, and the owner of the golf course. Whatever information that we want to put, that we want to have available in the app, could go right here in this Info tab. We also have a tab that connects to the Facebook page for this app, for this golf course. If they had a Twitter account, we could also have Twitter here, and we could have links to any of their other social networking. The News tab is a tab that we can put in any search phrase we want and have the news for that information from the various news sources displayed here. I don't know if we'll come up with any using this tab. I'll go ahead and go over there, but we could have golf information. We could have information about the local sports teams, whatever kinds of news we want. It looks like it's not going to find any right now, but that would be a place that we would search for whatever news that we think the users of our app would be interested in. Send Pics allows you to use your camera to take a picture. Let's suppose you're on the course, you take a picture of you and the guys that are playing using the phone's camera, send it to whoever we choose to be the person who's handling the pictures. That picture would come in an email to whoever's handling it, and that person would then put it on the gallery. One of the people at the course sent me this picture, and I added it to the gallery. And I took it from the email that came to me from that other tab, and I put it in the gallery so it would be available for people who are using the golf course to see the experiences that other people are having on the course. So that's pretty much the app. And now I'd like to do a second video that will show you how we'll be able to customize this app, how we'll be able to get analytics for how the app is doing, and how we'll be able to send push notifications to our app. That'll be in the next video. I hope you got a lot out of this video, and watch for the next one coming up soon. Thanks a lot.